Yo, what's up today? Today we're gonna talk about an insane Paragon method to get to the highest floors. We're gonna talk about the best team to bring, and trust me, you definitely want to watch this video up until the very end, because if you do, then you could potentially be on your way to earning 30,000 gems per hour on anime Vanguards. It's absolutely insane, and you have to do this before it gets nerfed, because the developers of this game nerf everything that's fun. So I'm not lying. Here are some screenshots of another person on CC chat that actually got a lot of gems from it. His name is Buki. You can get around 2,000 gems per run in Paragon stages, so that's around 30,000 gems per hour, and he's at around wave 200, and he does have a pretty good team, but I think my team could be better. This is going to be the best team perhaps for Paragon stages to earn just so much gems, and they are going to unfortunately nerf this because apparently it's too overpowered. And honestly, if any of the devs are watching this video, I hope that they don't nerf the Paragon stages, because while it is overpowered, the only use for gems is Alucard, and let's be honest here, Alucard without this is just so pay to win. So might as well just give free-to-play players a fighting chance. So yeah. Oh, that's two mythics back to back. Why can't I at least just get a secret here? You know, so I've been like spending so much gems already and not getting anything, that if they do nerf Paragon, eventually it's just gonna be so much harder. So without further ado, let's talk about the perfect team for Paragon stages. And the perfect team is going to be a full area of effect unit, which is probably Igris or Tengen. Personally, I use Igris because of his passive to be immune to boss stuns, which is pretty crucial if you're doing Paragon stages. Then next, you're gonna need an early defending unit, which is either Akaza or Vegeta. I don't have Vegeta evolved, so I use Akaza, okay? But if you have Vegeta evolved, I'd probably recommend using Vegeta instead. So I have my full area of effect unit, and then my early defense unit, and then I need support units. Now I have Haruka for damage, extra damage on my units without spending too much gold, and then Alligator for slows, and then the other unit that you're gonna need is actually going to be Bean, which is a bleed unit, and this is basically going to stop the enemies from regeneration or regenerating, which is actually insanely good. It's insanely overpowered. You need Bean. So I probably removed Takaroda here because there's actually a method that you can use. Personally, I do prefer having two farms, but for some people, they see that that's not really much use. So you probably could make do with just one farm unit, but what you could do if you want to have two farm units is probably get rid of Haruka and have two farm units, because if you have two farm units, you can upgrade more units to their max capability, which might be more beneficial than having Haruka. So we might probably bring out Takaroda as well. It's all up to you and your personal preferences. Me, in my personal opinion, I'd rather have two farm units, because having two farm units is probably going to be a little bit better, because then I'd be able to upgrade my units more instead of, just relying on the extra damage that Haruka will give. Especially if you don't have Fortune, I think the extra damage of the extra upgrades that you're going to get is going to be much better than Haruka. Now, Bean is, again, going to be for regeneration. So this is pretty much your team, and let me just go over the team again. Your full area of effect damage unit, full area of effect unit, which is Igris, could be Tengen. Personally, I prefer Igris because of the anti-stun. Your anti-regeneration, which is crazy overpowered. Your slow unit, which is overpowered. Your two farm units, which is pretty good. Two farm units or Haruka and one farm unit, very overpowered strat. And then your early defense unit, which could be Akaza or it could be Vegeta or something like that. So let me show you guys how this works in Paragon stage. So again, just a little tip here. Paragon stages normal gives about the same amount of gems as the Nightmare does. So at around wave 38 or floor 38, you get 524. At around wave normal 1, you get 80. But this is going to be equal to Nightmare. So the wave 1 of Paragon Nightmare gives also 80. And the next of this is going to give 92 as well. So they're the same. So pick normal if you're going to be farming gems. Okay, so we got Revitalize here. Pretty easy. Alright, so what we're going to do, and what I usually do is I place down two farm units, like very early on, two early defense units alongside the support unit, which is going to be Crocodile. Now, obviously, at the first few stages, this doesn't really matter that much. So what I'm gonna do is probably just show you how this is gonna work. Alright, so let's go to the harder difficulty one because apparently the normal one's too easy. So I'm gonna go to the harder one so that I could show you guys that the team that I'm talking about here is actually pretty good. So at Nightmare 38, right here, we're gonna earn 524 gems. And I'm gonna show you my team here. Alright, so you can pick regen enemies now, or you can also pick thrice, honestly. Pick strong, never pick shielded or fast. So I'll probably pick thrice. Now again, if you have Bean and Bean can remove the regen, then you could probably pick more regen. But personally, I still prefer thrice more. But if you want, you could still keep picking regen because again, bleed. Bean's bleed will probably get rid of the regen, so that's actually pretty good. But never pick strong. If you can avoid it, try not to pick strong and shield and fast enemies. If you can avoid it, try to avoid those modifiers because they're gonna make things worse for you. So pick thrice and regen. Those are the ones that you really need to pick. So thrice and regen. Don't pick shield because if you do, you're gonna get cooked. Trust me, just so hard. Alright, so what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna place one Akaza up or two Akazas up front for the damage, alongside their accompanying slow unit, so that the enemies are gonna get slowed. Now, as I can see right here, they're actually regenerating like crazy. We're gonna place down a bean for that later. Okay, we're gonna place down one bean for that. So we're gonna place down a single bean here, which will help out a lot. And we'll also, oh my bad, we'll also help with their regen. So we're gonna need to place a lot of them to disable their regen. So that's what we're gonna do. Also, by around wave 2, you have to have placed all of your farm units already. So right now, we're gonna place a ton of them right here because they do have insane range. And then I'm gonna start spreading out the farm units or the slow units a little bit more evenly. So by then, by around wave 3, you would have most of your support units, your crocodiles, placed down, and also your bleed units placed down. Then right now, you could probably place down a bunch of mythics, or sorry, your damage dealers, which is gonna be either Igris, Tengen, or Alucard. Okay, if you actually have Alucard, you don't really need Bean. But if you don't have Alucard, you need Bean. And since most of you guys are probably watching this video to get Alucard or to get the gems for Alucard, I will not include Alucard here. But if you do have Alucard, then you probably don't need Bean because Alucard's insane. So these are my modifiers right here. I have some regen, some regenerating units. Now, around this point in time, you should probably upgrade your units, because they are going to need to be able to do some damage. But I have already maxed out some of my farms by this point. And then you're gonna upgrade Takaroda to upgrade 5 if you do bring Takaroda. By the way, the only problem with this is using a lot of tries might slow down your computer, right? Like, because there's so much damage right there. I probably will recommend you guys to disable enemy tags and disable damage indicators. It will probably help a lot more with lag. So as you guys can see right there, I disabled those damage indicators, and I think it kind of helped. Yeah, it definitely kind of helped. So yeah. So by around wave 12, you should probably have maxed out your Takaroda, or if not maxed out until upgrade 4, maybe, or upgrade 5. And then by now, you're gonna have to start focusing on your Igris to start doing that full area of effect damage. Now this is kind of freaking crazy because I'm gonna have to disable enemy tags as well, because we're getting cooked in terms of FPS here. By the way, my computer is an RTX 4080, and if I can't handle this, you guys might genuinely struggle. So now that he has that full area of effect, I'm gonna upgrade this other unit right here in the back with damage. So basically what you want to do is just upgrade them up until they get that full area of effect attack, and you should be very good to go. Now again, because there is bleed, Frieza will not be able to regenerate that easily. And again, this is a very high floor already in Paragon stages, so he turned his full power here. But since we have slows, he probably won't get that far actually. And yeah, the slows are probably gonna help out a lot here, or the regen. I'm gonna move one of the regens here so that he stops regenerating. So maybe you could also spread out your bean units so that he could, you know, always be stopped. So that he could always be attacked by them, because the bleed's important. He needs to keep you need to keep stopping his regen, right? So there you go. He's about to lose. And there you go. We earned 524 gems in a matter of only 5 minutes. And eventually, if you get to the higher floors, around floor 100, 120, something like that, or 200, you can earn around 2,000 gems per 5 minutes, which is absolutely insane. And that might help you get Alucard. It might not help you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to end this video is summon for Alucard. Alright, so just a bunch of summons right here. We'll probably not get him because, you know, I'm never lucky with stuff like this. But I will try nonetheless, right? We must try. I will get him eventually. Oh my goodness, I got Obita, I got Tengen. Oh my, bro, my mythic luck is absolutely insane. Why can't you give me this luck for the secret unit, huh? And if you guys don't know already, I have 296,000 gems already spent. Hopefully we can get him soon because I'm starting to tweak out here. This is how much we have. This many Akazo, this many Tengen, this many Obita. Bro, I genuinely might have to start selling some of these mythics soon because I have so many of them already. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. This will definitely help you get Alucard. It will get you a lot of gems. And yeah, it's gonna be it. Thanks for watching and peace out, everybody. Subscribe, and I love you all so much.